Guys, and I'm back, and this is part 5 on Blackboard. And what we're going to do now is we're going to check your computer and make sure that you're ready to run the software ready to run with the Wimba software. And to do that, what we're going to do, I'm going to go to a new tab. You could just type this in the address bar. I'm going to go to www.java.com. And this is the commercial side site for Java. And what I want to do, you can see there's all this stuff on here. I want to know, do I have Java? So I'm going to click, and what it's going to do is it's going to look for Java. It may ask you to click on a button for this. I was just checking this site earlier. But it'll tell you you have the recommended version or not. If you don't, well, let's go back. Then we can go to the free Java download, and it'll pop up this window, and you'll say install, and here's the actual version verification. So you'll click there, it'll detect, and of course on mine it's going to say, hey, you're good, you don't need to download anything. If you needed to download something, it would give you a download, and you can download it, ta-da, and install. So we'll do this, we'll save it, and it's going to download this file, and then we'll just run that file. And of course, I'm not going to spend the time to download that. That's how we're going to do that. And this is just a regular download, download, install. Now, the second thing that we need to check on is to make sure that we have QuickTime installed. So we're going to go to www.QuickTime.com. And QuickTime is a video audio format that Apple developed. And we'll see it goes to apple.com/QuickTime. Now, they want to sell you a QuickTime Pro upgrade. You don't need to have it. We can get either QuickTime or QuickTime with, I want to say, iTunes. We're going to go to the free download. And notice this QuickTime installs iTunes with it. If you don't want iTunes installed, we'll go over here. I don't want their newsletter. I don't care about news. And you don't actually even have to put your email address on there. I can click on free download. And again, it's going to pop up a file download dialog. And I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to say I want to save that. And it's going to download that. And again, I'm not going to spend the time to actually download the full thing. You'll download and you'll install. Now, once you've done that, you've installed Java, or you've checked to make sure you have a good Java kernel, you've downloaded and installed QuickTime, you're going to go to our programming classroom. Now, I'm going to go back to a student view, and I'm going to go into the programming classroom. Now, there are no archives for this class right now. As we go through the semester, we're going to build up archives. As I lecture, I'll be recording the screen, and we'll have archives for each lecture. And they'll be listed right down here, and you can click into those at that time. Now, I'm going to enter this room. No, I want to run the setup wizard to make sure that my computer's set up right. So I'm going to come right over here, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to say, let's start. So it's checking, can I do pop-up windows? Right up here it says pop-up blocked. This isn't good because it's going to need to pop up a window for when we're sharing screens. So I want to come up here and click on this bar, and notice it's this little bar right here. It's the, I don't know if that's light green or yellow. It looks yellow to me. It's probably light green. I can temporarily allow pop-ups, always allow pop-ups from this side, or play with my settings. I'm going to always allow pop-ups from this site. I trust these guys. I always want to let them go through. So I'm going to say yes, that's fine. Now, I'm going to restart the wizard here. And, yep, it can do a pop-up. So now it's going to check my Java. That's good. Now it's checking the Java text chat. And we're good there. Now it wants to do a signed applet. So when I click on next, it's going to check, and I've already accepted that applet. If you haven't accepted the applet yet, you'll get another pop-up that says, do you want to accept this applet? Basically, that allows it to run through and work with your computer for file sharing, or not file sharing, for desktop sharing. You definitely want that enabled. Now it's testing its audio playback. And I don't think that the my session is going to record this when it goes through. So in theory, you should hear some audio playback there, but I don't know if we do or not. So we'll click next. If you don't hear a message saying audio playback is working correctly, you've got a problem. Now it's testing recording. And when you press click to talk, you should see the little bars over here moving. And then you'll see these bars move, and you'll hear what you're saying over here. If that doesn't work, you need to get that fixed. Okay? So I'm good there. And I want to say finished. Now I can just go into the classroom. Loading, loading, loading. And we'll get into the classroom here in the next session. It'll load up. So we'll talk about this next time.